Hello, hello, good morning, gems. Good morning, good morning. How are you all doing on this lovely Wednesday? Happy Valentine's Day to everyone who celebrates it. A day of love, a day of care for all the people that are amazing in your life. Not just significant others, but your family, your friends, your siblings if you have them. Everyone. This literally sounds like a lo-fi, like 𝐒𝐞𝐬𝐨𝐿 song, but I can link you to the current timestamp, animated. I'm listening to this playlist on YouTube. Whoops, I accidentally sent it on YouTube. Hold on, let me send it on Twitch. Boom. There you go. No problem. Hi, Kana! How are you doing this morning? Time to work on some art? Yes, join us. Rachel Windwaker, how are you doing? It's so great to see you. Lion, hello! Oh my gosh, I haven't heard this Animal Crossing song in forever. Yes. How are you doing, Lion? Happy Valentine's Day. Lolo Malin, hello! Happy Valentine's Day. Animated Philosophy. How are you doing? So good to see you. Janet, good morning. Welcome in. How's it going? Rosebun, good morning. Welcome in. Gems, I did not get a stream schedule out this week since I had just gotten back from doing my anime convention the entire weekend, and I am literally exhausted, so I did not have a chance to do my stream schedule. But in other updates, I probably will be moving Tuesday streams to Wednesday mornings instead, because I will kind of be busy during the time in the mornings on Tuesdays that I normally stream, so it'll probably be switched to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday streams. So Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, then Friday night. So I'll still look at it and see how exactly I'm gonna do it, but I think that's what it'll be. Unless we bring Motivational Mondays back, which is very possible. Very possible. Wah. I wanted to thank you for your live 2D tutorials. Aw, that's so nice of you. It helped me a lot. I'm almost finished with my first model ever. Congratulations, that is a huge win. You are so welcome, and thank you for your support on YouTube and on Twitch, Lolo Malin. I mega appreciate you for that, and I'm so happy to help you on your journey. How has the model gone for you so far? Like, how are you feeling about everything? A sketchy style instead of a clean line work. Sometimes a sketchy style is great. Sometimes it's a lot of fun to do. How'd that go? It was really good. It was very cool. I met lots of awesome people. There's lots of great opportunity there and such as well. I am very tired though, because I am kind of an introvert at heart, so that much socializing definitely puts me a little bit under, like energy wise. I need some time to recharge, so I've been recharging over the last 2 days. And this morning I'm just like very tired, very sleepy. But other than that, it went pretty good. Some ups and downs, but honestly, getting to spend time with people, hang out, it's awesome. Actually, one of the members in the community stopped by, and I got to see them and give them a big hug, and it was awesome, and I'm so thankful. So big shout out to them. They were so sweet, and it was so good to see them. It made me so happy. That was wonderful. Another really cool thing that I got to do was I had one of my customers who he had bought some stickers from me on the Saturday, and then he came back on the Sunday and he's like, yo, I looked you up on YouTube and you're kind of famous. I was like, aw, shucks. And he's like, I'm gonna take this print, and he's like, he grabbed the jet print and he's like, can you sign it for me in the front please and write like a little note? And I was like, yeah. So, and he gave me a tip too for signing it. It was just so sweet. That made my entire day. And I met some more people who were like, this one girl and her friend came up to my booth and she's like, I watch your YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, so you're a VTuber then? She's like, no, actually I watched your vlog on Anime Town. And I was like, whoa, because not a lot of people watch my vlogs. So I was like, that was cool. That was another cool moment. Overall, it was awesome. And like I said, I met so many cool people, lots of good conversations, so many fantastic cosplays. I got so many good pictures. You can find some of those on my Twitter as well. It was great though. It was great. Yeah, Rachel, you have to keep an eye out for cons that I might do in your area. I'm going to Arizona in March. Oh my gosh, Gems, and I have to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to Arizona in March for Game On Expo in Phoenix. And then I also got into another con that I didn't think I was going to get into that's also in Utah next month. And it's the weekend after I get back from Arizona. I'm going to be exhausted. It's going to be... Gems, honestly, I don't know how I'm going to do it because some of my biggest goals this year was to stay consistent with my content and continue to work on my art and update my Etsy shop and like go to cons. Like those are my two main goals: consistent content, selling my artwork at cons, and continuing to build my like portfolio, stuff like that. That's all kind of intertwined and linked together. And you know, honestly, I'm not complaining that stuff has been working out more on the art end of stuff, but it's been interesting because it's so like there's no way like making content on top of being at a con all 3 days in the weekend. It's so difficult. I need to rework my strategy a little bit because it's like to find the energy to do that much. It's just so many things. Hi Meme Bugs, how are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, it's gonna be a really busy March, and I'm gonna be moving soon too, so that's gonna be woo, Gems, it's gonna be a busy year, but I'm still showing up. We're making it happen. Thank you, Lion, so much. Also, how are you doing, Lion? I chose quite a complicated result for a first model. Hey, I hear you on that. Sometimes you just dive straight in. I'm kind of glad at what I accomplished. Makes me want to do even more complex later. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Way to challenge yourself, too. That's awesome. That's so cool, Lolo. I'd love to see your model. If you wanted to drop a picture or a video in the stream chat in our Discord, would love to see. Hi, Lucky Mize. Great to see you. Any monster drawing this time? I'm gonna be drawing... Okay, I know I said I was gonna work on some original work next. I will eventually work on original work. However, my inspiration was sparked. I was looking for a Jinx and Vi cosplayer when I was at the con because I wanted to get... This is the cool thing about cosplayers. If you meet cosplayers or you're good friends with any cosplayers, you can have them pose for you and take reference photos in the exact angle that you want to draw the character at, which is super cool. So I was keeping an eye out for a Jinx, and I found this Jinx, and I asked her if she could pose for me for a piece idea that I had. So I'm actually gonna start doing some Jinx fan art, especially because the new season of Arcane's coming out in November. So I really want to have this print on hand, and it's been like popular and all that. Plus, Jinx is one of my favorite characters ever, and I've been wanting to draw her forever. So I think it's a great opportunity to do so. So, yeah, that's the hope. Hi, Warren. Good morning. How are you doing? Meme Bugs, you've been good? Awesome. Any plans this week? Rusty, good morning. Great to see you. Zephyr, good morning. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Yes, thank you, Lion. I am doing the best I can with getting rest next to all the things I have going on. Plus taking my 3D class right now as well. Yeah, it's been, yeah, it's been, it's been, but it'll be fine. Hi, Neo. How are you doing? Welcome in. So good to see you. Hello, hello. What kind of projects are you working on, Meme Bugs? Yeah, no problem, Lion. Hopefully the life stuff's going good. Yes, Vampire Diaries. I didn't know you had a sister, Lion. I knew you had a brother, but I didn't know you have a sister. Is your sister a twin with you guys too, or is your sister not a twin? Yeah, Lion, I saw them and I was like, I mean, I don't play Resident Evil, but I bet you Lion would love these, so I asked him if I could take a picture to send to you. What would I recommend if you don't have Photoshop for 2D VTubing? I would recommend Krita. It's free if you're using a computer. Krita, I've heard, is a great art program. I haven't used it personally, but it looks pretty good. It's spelled K-R-I-T-A. I'll type it in chat. Krita. Yes, it's actually for Maya, Lion. Yes, I'm taking a 3D class. I'm on like week 4 right now. I'm rigging I can show you guys my character I'm working on right now. Because my goal by the end of the year is to have a fully made 3D model, like from scratch, rigged, the full face expressions and everything. And right now I'm taking a Intro to Maya class. Next term I'm going to take a ZBrush class, and then I'm going to take a Substance Painter class, and then I'll continue to move on and do some more specialized like character stuff. Would I have liked to learn Blender? Yes, but Maya's like industry standard for a lot of the like companies I'd be interested in working for, and plus I already knew a lot about Maya because of when I was going to art school. So yeah, Maya, I'm excited. And I like Maya, honestly. I do enjoy working in Maya. But I'm excited to start the ZBrush class too. At some point. Hold on, let me get the reference. Okay. This is the character. Oh, I accidentally. This is the character I'm working on. We're doing like this robot character. We're UVing him this week. Actually no, this week we're technically starting to rig, I think, but I'm on the UVing stage. I'm about to do UVs. And for people who don't know what that means, basically you're turning all this geometry into like a flat, if you think of like a pattern, if you were sewing, it's like a flat thing, so that you can texture it. And that's how like you put textures and colors and patterns on it in like a good way. So that's what UVing is. You have to take all these shapes and turn them into a way, basically lay them out so that you can put textures on them, type of thing, and have like a little bit more control over that. Yeah, you did 3D school training on my... Oh, you're a 3D animator? That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, we're going to be doing some animation too, so we're doing kind of like a mix of everything. Hi, Inks. Welcome in. How are you? Maya's one of the few 3D softwares I never used. I use Blender for personal projects, use ZBrush in university. Yeah, and 3ds Max. Dude, there's so many different like 3D programs for different things. You just started using Krita? How do you like Krita, Warren? You have 4 siblings. Oh, 3 brothers and a sister. My sister's the eldest. Oh, cool. Nice. Kana said, never thought I'd be able to do perspective, but we out here tackling hands, feet, legs, arms, everything. I'm proud of you. It takes so much. Does any program work, or do you need a specific program to split up the model? You don't need a specific program to split up the model. What you do need is you need to be able to export your model as a PSD, which is the file type, because that's what Live 2D accepts and can read layers on. PSD is the file that's usually able to read that you have different layers, which is what Live 2D needs. So when you go to export, and you go to export as, or sorry, hold on, is it no, it's save as, my bad. When you go to, well, it might be export in your program, but when you go to save as, you're gonna save it as a PSD. You see how that says .psd? As long as your program can save out with that file extension, then you're good to go, because that's what Live 2D is gonna take. ZBrush's interface is so different from any other software. Yeah, I always hear stuff about like the UI being just wild. See, I think I could like UV maps once I learn how to do them. You just put on some jams and you just go for it. Now I'm on Blender because money, but I prefer Maya. Yeah, and Maya's expensive. Maya's really expensive, even if it's quite slow and buggy. Yeah. So what about Maya do you prefer, Lolo? I admire 3D modelers. OMG, I opened Blender one time and get overwhelmed. Y'all are amazing. It's difficult for sure, but it's like once you learn the tool, especially if you already draw, I think it's not too bad. It's really about learning the tool is the biggest thing. Freezing my booty off, but doing good. Entire 20 out. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Make sure to stay warm. Get some hot cocoa. Get a blanket. Get all cozy. Yes, it was so fun, Inks. It was so fun. I'm very sleepy, but it was a ton of fun. It was really great. I haven't drawn anything in a while. I definitely need to get back to it. Yes, you gotta. Yeah, selling my artwork has been one of the biggest joys, because it's cool to see that like I can sell my artwork, and it's just been really amazing, and I'm just hoping to continue to expand on that and grow on that, because I really want to continue to use the money that I sell my artwork with to keep stashing away to do things like building my own game studio someday, stuff like that, along with the rest of my content. That is the goal. I just started doing digital art recently. Normally I just do the physical drawings. I have no idea how to use 90% of the tools in these programs. Oh, nice though. That's cool though. Good for you with just learning how to do digital art. Diving into a new skill, it can be daunting, but it's a lot of fun, and it's always worth it to harness your skills. And even if you do physical drawings too, it's still a really great start for digital art. But yeah, like I said, it's the tools, right, Warren? I've massive respect for 3D modelers. I've worked with a few programs over the years, and while I have working knowledge of the creative process and tools, those who are experts, I have nothing but respect, because working in any 3D is not easy, right? It's not easy. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, also, hi Rice, how's it going? I got the s'mores ones, I got the lemon ups, I think that's what they're called. Thin Mints and Samoas. How about you? They say it ain't work if you enjoy it, right? I don't agree with that statement. I have a little bit of a pickle with that statement, because I think if you do enjoy it, you're gonna always be working, because you're always trying to progress and improve it, right? I never really agreed with that. Yes, Rose, my goal, it's like one of my 10-year goals, either a game studio or like, and then like times like triple that would be like a multimedia studio, like where we would produce like manga, we would produce animation, we'd produce games, so have like different, I'd want to separate it into different categories. And I always had this goal of like separating it by gem, like Rose Quartz works on like music videos, animated music videos, Syafire works on the games, like Syafire Studio, and then maybe like Garnet works on manga. So like separating the studios into the different gems I thought would be so cool. I prefer the UI, the outliner, the group method. Yes, same. The fact that there's no edit mode like Blender, the way you move objects, everything about UV animation. Yeah, the outliner is nice. I completely agree. I got the Adventure Fuels normal cookies, or I don't know, oh, Adventure Fulls, yeah. And toffee, ooh, toffee! Yummy, I didn't try the toffee, I want to try. Yeah, one of my cousin's daughters, she was selling them, and I was like, okay. And I got some, I sent some to my significant other, and then I got some myself. I already called dibs on the job making the tea if Sai ever does Creator on Studio. Lion, you're too nice. Nah, Lion, you're gonna be in the studio with us drawing, and I may ask you for a cup of tea out of the kindness of your heart. Zephyr said I have a friend who's working on creative collector vehicle game. He has most of the decks filled out. Kind of jealous I can't come up with nearly as many designs as he has. Man, it's tough to come up with designs, but it's all about finding the inspiration, building on top of that. Rusty like Maya too. Good morning, Moon. How are you doing? Welcome in. Great to see you. Okay, obviously, I have a billion things going on already, but I would love to see, I just want to test, like, okay, truly gems, I need y'all, to answer this. So, I've been thinking about doing, like, a Saya Asks, or Ask Saya podcast, Ask Saya. I want to take a poll to see if you guys would be interested. Okay, let me just do like, I prefer more content. I can't type the full word content, or I would love this. So it's like, would you prefer me to work on more YouTube videos themselves? Or what do you think of like a Saya Asks podcast? I've thought of doing like restarting up a podcast of just like taking questions from the gems in like the 3 major areas that I focus on, which would be like art and creativity, VTubing, and marketing, and kind of like somehow trying to merge this into some idea, and then have you guys submit questions like monthly and then answer them on the podcast. I don't know, like I just thought it would be an interesting idea, because sometimes, I mean, I could come with like a rough concept for the podcast and then answer some questions as well, but I thought it'd be kind of cool, and I really like answering them. So I thought it'd be a fun one, but I'm curious to hear y'all's thoughts. It had dawned upon me the other day. Second thoughts, I think I'd be way too nervous to work for you. I mean, it all takes is one slip up on my drawings, and the one time I put just a little too much sugar in the cup of tea. Boom, I'm out on the job left undenied. We're gonna get an ice rink built for you, Lion, so I can send you out to the ice rink. See, it's gonna be a deluxe grand ice rink though, so it's actually gonna be really fun. Before you know it, you're gonna be purposely slipping too much sugar into the tea so that you can go have fun with the polar bear friends outside. Oh my gosh. Hi Balas, good morning. Hi Tara, good morning. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Valentine's Day. I really enjoyed the VTuber Voices podcast. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. It's pretty interesting, like, arranging guests. Like, it's pretty interesting arranging, like, guests after guests. It gets scary sometimes, James. It's fun, though. Oh, today is Valentine's. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day. Dude, this music is so peaceful. Yeah, I'm trying to see, like, I don't know, I'm interested in possibly starting up a podcast again. It's like, it's a huge trend in social media right now, especially too, to like have a podcast, but I'm like, and I had mine that I was doing for a while. Can only do so many things though, you know what I'm saying? Only so much time. I vote both options. Maybe do the podcast, but in a way you can... Yes. Yeah, convert it to YouTube style. Right. Because what's really popular right now is, like, video podcasts. So, but then the question becomes, too, like, separate channel or same channel. Now, luckily, YouTube has, like, a section for podcasts now, but it's, like... That's always the great debate. Is, like, same channel or separate channel? Like, I posted the VTuber Voices podcast on my main channel, but looking back, I would have rather posted it... I don't know, like probably on a different channel just to keep it a little bit more separate, because having like random podcast episodes like thrown in there, I guess it's not too bad though when it's visual, but if it's just voice, it's like I'd rather have it on a separate channel. But if it's also a visual podcast, it's not too bad, because then people can still like watch it on your channel. Yeah, I was thinking that too though, Rusty, so I'll have to think about it a little bit more, because I'm going to rework my content strategy a bit, and I was like, what is a way to do something that's a little bit lighter on the editing side of things, which would be like a podcast, because I don't do heavy editing for that. It's really just basic cuts, but would still allow me to get some of the bigger pieces of content out. So if I did like one podcast a month and like one regular video, because then I can just record the podcast during one of our streams during the week, and then we could take live questions always too. So I was trying to think of how can I like still meet my goals but in a different way and with a new approach. And I was like, that's when the podcast came to mind. I was like, I guess I could try podcast again, and that might solve some of those problems of like needing to do heavy editing but not having as much time, especially with doing so many cons as well now. Jinx have Valentine's skin in League. Yes, she does. She has like the silver ponytails, I think. Wait, unless I'm thinking of Annie. Hold on. It all blurs together. I swear Jinx does. I think there's a Sweetheart Jinx. Yeah, Sweetheart. No, wait. Hold on. I think. Yeah. Sweetheart Jinx. I knew it. Yeah, and her hair is like silver ponytails. And they're curled. I honestly need your sage advice on marketing. Yeah, I think like marketing, doing a marketing podcast would be good, because I have a lot of knowledge there, and it could be a good way to just keep collecting like what I have learned and kind of like document it and stuff. I think that would be really helpful. Yeah, the thing is I have like 3 different audiences right now, and I'm like trying to figure out if that needs to like narrow down even more, or if I can still talk to those 3 at the same time, because like I said, my 3 audiences are kind of like VTubers, artists, and marketing, and obviously there's a lot of crossover with all the 3 of those things, but trying to do it in a way that's like seamless. I know Vayne does, and I have it, which is why today I'll be playing Vayne solely in every role. I love the I don't know if it's called Sweetheart Vayne, but yes, I have that Vayne skin too, and it's a really good one. She is the card from Mundo. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna think about it more. I'm revisiting my content strategy this weekend to see what I'm gonna do, because you know what, I've already missed my shorts for the first, no, because I think I posted one on the first. I missed my short for the first week of No, I guess I didn't, because I did post one technically on Instagram that I made just from my phone. But yeah, we're slacking on the content right now. We're slacking. I started so strong beginning of January. Hi Box, how are you doing? If you pay, yes. If you actually know, the requirement is that you pay only 1 million. I won't take 8 million from you, but I'll take 1 million. Oh gosh. Yes. Vayne's Valentine skin is awesome. I know it's an old skin, but like it actually looks great, and I love her socks. I'm Gucci, thanks. How are you? I'm good. I'm just so sleepy, but other than that, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Okay, let's start collecting some reference photos for this Jinx piece. Yeah, so we'll see. Thanks, Gems, for helping me brainstorm. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna think about it. It's a potential solution. I don't know for sure yet, but I think it could possibly be a route I go. We shall see. All right. So we're gonna do. Let me open Puref. Here we go. So this is the Jinx cosplayer that I met. I got a lot of cool photos from her. So my goal is to do like a top-down, kind of like a top-down angle like this. I'm gonna exaggerate it more, but I think that this will be a really fun one. I'm very excited to do it. Ash's Valentine's Day, Heartseeker, that was the one that Trinamir in the background, I think. Let's go. Ash's is cool too, and her backing animation is awesome. Rose says, Saya, my brain is stuck on your game studio idea. What kinds of games would you be interested in making if you had your own little studio? Well, I have a lot of like my own, like my OCs and game ideas that I've had already with my OCs. I don't know if that would be the focus of the studio though, because I don't know if I'd want the studio to be a more like specific, like go a specific brand like route. Or because I can kind of see it of 3 ways. These are like the 3 different ways that it could go. One, it could just be super cozy, like cozy games would be the focus. So like Stardew Valley type stuff, games that just bring people happiness with really cute assets, really cozy vibes, stuff like that. Another one would be kind of like games that are very story heavy and make like an impact and a big difference and teach people kind of like really good lessons through them. That would be another one. So, and a lot of that like choose your own adventure vibe. Like my favorite game ever is Detroit Become Human, and it's very story heavy, choose your own adventure, and just very impactful story. Or 3 would be like starting to bring some of my original ideas to life. But I don't know that I would want to do that specifically with the studio, because I think I want the other thing I've thought of too is if I have a studio filled with artists, I also was thinking of taking turns with everyone kind of bringing one of their ideas to life. So we'd kind of have like we'd switch off between the artists to let their idea be the focus and then like bring that idea to life and turn that into a game. Because it's kind of like I kind of want the studio to be how can we support artists to create things that they didn't have the power to create without having a big team or something like that, you know? Because I think there's so many people who have a lot of amazing ideas out there, but they just don't have the resources for whatever reason to be able to create it. So I think that something along those lines, some type of mix, and there could be like a mix of all that. Maybe it's like we do have a theme of cute, cozy, but then switch off and let people have their own ideas with that. And then again, there's like my own original ideas and stuff like that, that I could always pursue as well. I haven't fully decided yet. I haven't like fully started building that out, but it's I haven't like super planned for it yet, except I know it's something I'd love to do. Oh gosh. The expression's perfect. Yes, I asked her if she could do that like slight open smile. Yeah, they updated. Oh, let me see the splash for Vayne's updated skin. If I made my own studio, I think I'd focus around fantasy style games with the JRPG inspiration. Those games are some of my favorites. The art style is definitely my favorite for games. If not fantasy games, I think I'd go for horror games, as Resident Evil is my favorite video game franchise of all time. Primarily a survival horror franchise. Yeah, that's cool, Lion. I love that. I need to finish this 3D animation project for school this week. That's the big project right now. You got this! What kind of animation is it? Like, do you have your own story that you're building on top of? Yes, do that. Invest once a month into your artists. I know, yeah, so... Well, we definitely can't create, like, a game once a month. I mean, I guess we could, but it wouldn't be able to be a very, like, grand game. If you wanted to bring one of your ideas to life together, I'd love to work with you on making something. Give me something to practice with my budding game dev skills. I offer because working with you seems like such a blast and you're good at keeping me on track. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, I will let you know for sure. Like right now, I'm not focusing too much on building the studio yet because right now I'm trying to find different ways to kind of make more money with my art, with what I'm already doing, which is a big reason why like I'm continuing to try and buckle down on my YouTube content because obviously I make money from that. Continuing to improve things like the Patreon, continuing to go to art shows and sell my work because like I said, all of that is going to funnel back into the studio. So it's kind of the goal, and I'm trying to figure out how to monetize and kind of multiply those numbers first, and then once those numbers start getting to a more comfortable area, I'll probably start something like a Kickstarter to start maybe my own game with myself or a few people, and then after that just keep scaling it, you know? So that's kind of like the little bit of the plan, but right now it's like I'm just trying to stick the flow right now and just keep doing some of the things that need to be consistently done, which is content, to continue marketing and growing as a personal brand so that when I do have a studio or a game, we have a better success and chance of it being known about and being marketed to the world. That's number one. Because you can make the greatest game in the world, but if you can't market it and nobody knows about it, then it doesn't matter because then people aren't going to play it, right? So that's a big reason why I'm focusing on building my brand first, so then I can utilize the power of my brand for the stuff that we're working on. And then again, making that money to just be able to start funding, maybe go to investors someday, and then be able to build that studio. Oh my gosh. What if you have people who are interested in joining your studio but are still total noobs at game design? Oh yeah, so my goal, you have a few ideas but I don't know anything about coding. Yeah, so my goal, this would be a way later down the line thing though, because obviously we'd have to be able to fund it, but I'd want to have like we bring in like an intern or a few interns that we do pay, that are able to like bring their idea to life, and we have a small like not a huge team, but maybe a smaller team of like 5 people to help people who are learning. So I do want to have some type of like educational program or learning program with the studio too, so people can get actual like experience and also work on their own ideas and try to bring those into fruition. So yeah, that's a good question, and I thought about that because it's like there's also a lot of people out there that like really want to learn the skill but can't get the proper education as well. So that's like another part. This will take a lot to build though. This could be a lot to build, but eventually. Olivia, hello, how are you doing? It's so great to see you. Welcome in. Do you have any experience with hiring someone? I've been looking for someone to edit TikToks and the like, but going on Fiverr isn't getting the results I've been wanting. Okay, yeah, no, that's a good question. Yes, I've hired a personal assistant, I've hired accountant before, I've hired editors, I've hired like a financial advisor, so I have experience hiring people. I think Fiverr, I always have feelings about Fiverr in general. Fiverr's kind of like a hit or miss for sure. But as far as editing goes, I think, where would I look? See, I usually pull directly from like the community, because I know there's a lot of people in here that like have editing skills, so you might want to go to some communities and like see who who has a portfolio that you can look at. So one thing is like making sure they have a portfolio or they have like really good examples they can show you. But another thing I think is, so when you're looking at their portfolio, you're going to want to look for the potential that they have the editing skills or the good fundamental skills to be able to do whatever you need them to do. But you're still probably going to have to teach them potentially a little bit, especially if you've done a lot of editing your own videos, because it might be really hard for you to let go of that creativity, because editing your own videos, it is a creative thing. So if you're used to doing a lot of the work yourself, it also takes a lot of, it's one of the things I struggled with the most for sure, is like scaling your team, because you get to a point where you have to scale and you get nervous to let go of some of the work because you may feel like you're going to do it better, or you're finding someone that's just not as good as you imagined. I think when you bring people onto your team, you look for the fundamental skills and then that they're a good person to work with, and then you work with them to get them to the point that you want. So you're going to teach them, you're going to have to work with them a bit and teach them and show them, this is what I typically do, or these are the kinds of things I like in my video, or here are my videos, can you match the style? Stuff like that. And you might have to work side by side with them again to kind of get them to your same editing style, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would look in maybe some of the communities. I don't know if there's like a particular, because for when I hired things like my accountant and my financial advisor, I used a cool website called Thumbtack, and I had gotten pretty good results from there. But I would say also reach out to like your local communities. Thank you, Rose. That's so nice of you. Thank you, Tara. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I've studied game design for around 6 to 7 years, and through the time I gathered a working knowledge of many different sections of video game design. Definitely. And the more you study and the more you implement, the better you get. I didn't see Zephyr. It didn't show me what triggered auto mod. Sometimes it doesn't. I didn't see it. Sometimes it will show and sometimes it won't. Yeah, Fiverr is interesting. Hi, Fire! Oh my gosh, how are you doing? So great to see you again. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? That is so true. When you're so used to doing everything yourself, it's hard. It's really hard to let go of, Olivia, and there's going to be a lot of growing pains for that, I promise you. But you have to think about how much it can help you, especially if you're starting to grow a lot monetarily, that it's really going to be the like double X. You might put out a lot of time up front and feel like you're losing more time when you initially hire an editor, because you're going to be like, man, I'm kind of losing more time. I want to pass them off and not have to like babysit their editing skills or whatever. But I promise you that if you choose somebody that has good fundamental skills and knows how to use the program, that they should be able to pick it up after you start teaching them and guiding them. It is. Your expectations are warped, right? And you have to let it go sometimes too. Like, I've heard that there's a lot of times where people are like, they're gonna know that this person edited my video and that I didn't edit, but usually people don't say anything and they don't know. That like, and sometimes it is actually refreshing for the audience to get a new take on a new editing style that's not your own, because everybody has a different editing style. So it also kind of freshens up your brand a little bit too, in a way. So that's like another positive way to look at it. Yeah, no problem. That's a good question, Olivia. It's really difficult. That's one I struggled with a lot myself, is like, how do you scale, go to the next level, hire someone, bring someone on your team, and it can be really, really tough. It's very tough to let go of that, again, especially if you're an artist or you're used to doing everything yourself. It is a learned thing to be able to expand beyond that. Should I get creamy deluxe sauce for McDonald's or barbecue sauce for fries? Barbecue sauce. I love barbecue sauce. Speaking of food, Vox, I'm gonna be making the burgers this weekend. And we got some onion buns, which are like really good. I'm making them tomorrow night. Unfortunately, recently the video game industry is experiencing almost a plague of cuts. Many people from big companies getting fired most of the time for no reason, for shady practices at the top. So new companies with ideals would be a good thing. Definitely. I think like indie games are going to be on the rise, and I mean they have been, but I think they'll continue to be. It's so rough for the games industry. The problem is people really take advantage of people's passion in the industry. They take advantage of your passion, and but not every studio, and don't want to make too much of a like generalization, because there are really good studios out there that you can find and work for. So it also comes down to like doing your research and figuring out, is this a place you really want to work for? Are they going to take advantage of you? Or are they going to respect you and your time and your passion? Been up for most of the night working on homework. Really want to speed through some personal projects. You got this, Fire. I believe in you. Sending that good energy. Grab some coffee. I know, Vox. I'm so excited. I just looked it up. I picked up the word noob back in like mid-2000s. I played a lot of multiplayer in Warcraft 3. I always thought it was just some standard internet slang. So did I, honestly. I did too. Boop, 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 boop. Feels like they've been on the rise. Yes, agreed. Some games, the only thing that will save or selling it. Oh, that will save them is selling it. Yeah. Hello, Prescription. How are you doing? So good to see you. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's a rough industry, but all the more reason like that one of my goals is to create a really great atmosphere in studio someday. I really, really hope to. Actually, I'm gonna delete this one. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just grabbing some more Jinx reference photos here. I'm gonna do, like, for the background, I think, probably some, like, of the, like, paint, the spray painty vibes in the back. Royal High, yeah, the Roblox game. Morning energy drink, what kind of energy drink is it? Yeah, it's we can just hope for it to be better, and we can also work for it to be better by not allowing like companies and stuff like that to take advantage of your passion. Right? From what I hear, I just always feel like artists always get like the short end of the stick, and it's so sad because artists, they make our world so beautiful. Like, they paint the world with their ideas and their imagination and their passion, and it makes the world such a fun place to live in. And the fact that people take advantage of that, it's a shame, man. It's a shame. But again, that's why we have to understand our worth and our value and stick up for it. One thing that's gotten lost in translation is some companies believing games will only sell well and capture players' attention if the company that makes it puts in billions and billions of dollars into its production, which is simply not true. Look at the game that took the video game award by storm, Baldur's Gate 3. That game only had a $100 million budget and did exceptionally well. Yeah. Well, that's because, like, there's a lot of corruption in, like, politics in these companies. And the problem with the corruption and the power is that these people don't understand, most of the time, the actual passion and creativity and love and the elements it actually takes to make a good game. They just chase the dollars. And if you chase the dollar, dude, like, I don't really believe that gets you anywhere. And it might get you somewhere for a short period of time, but then that's a short legacy and a short period of success, and you get blown out like a candle flame. You're there for a moment, burning bright, and then you're gone. And that's not the type of legacy that, like, that I think most artists would want to leave behind. They want to leave behind an impact of creating a good story that's memorable. And that means a lot to people, and that makes like a big mark on the world. Yeah, that happens a lot too. I don't understand the concept of just companies not listening to the community at all. I understand needing to make like executive decisions and not always listening to the community, but like completely not listening is rough. They got rid of 2 of their biggest creator badges and really they were only holding on with their creators, and now there's a boycotting group for it. Yeah. The lighting on this one. Okay. I think this is a pretty good start. Actually, hold on. We got a few more. Okay. Hi Zola, happy Valentine's Day. How are you doing? Welcome in. I know. I just don't get it, man. Like, money and power, you know, messes people up. Messes people up big time. Alright. Let's get some sketching done. Where's my... Woo, I'm tired. Alright, time to wake up. Saf, come on. Woo! Time to wake up. All right. I'm just gonna do like a super dark blue. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do like a gray blue, I think, background. Yeah, something like that. And then we're gonna do like a dark blue for the sketch. You can do it, thank you. I know, it always takes me like 30 minutes minimum. Okay, let me save. Jinx drawing. I just put Jin on accident because the X didn't go through. That's fine. I'm gonna make this like bigger. So usually you want to make the reference photo, especially if you're directly referencing from it, like about as big as your canvas, so that the proportions are correct. So basically, I'm just gonna go like that and we'll have it that big. Okay, and then we'll do a new layer. And let me get dry media brushes, this one for the sketching. Turn on our pressure. Okay. Oh my gosh. The internet has a way of tainting things, huh? Okay, so her head actually takes up a big portion of the canvas, like mostly the upper middle. Ooh, I can feel the rust from sketching. I've been painting so much lately that my sketching is just falling off. I actually want to record this. Let me start recording, okay. Good morning, Captain Krabs! How are you doing? Welcome in. So lovely to see you. Hello, hello. Atomic! How are you doing? Welcome in. Atomic, I just did my first anime convention this weekend. It was so much fun. I'm exhausted though. And I literally have 2 more next month, back to back. I had only 1, but then I got into another one I wasn't expecting. And I'm like, dude, it went great. It was so fun. I met so many cool people. And I literally, so I met this Jinx cosplayer and I asked her if I can get some like pictures of her because I wanted to do this like top-down piece of Jinx next. And I'm so happy because now I have like a direct reference photo for this print. But yeah, it went super good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? How has your drawings been going? How have cons been for you? Shoulders are more like this. This is gonna be so difficult. I've never done like this extreme of foreshortening before. I'm excited for the challenge though. It's definitely gonna take a lot of rework on this sketch, and I want to make sure the sketch is like really good before I move into painting. Ooh, Lion, you know what I just started watching? Lion, I just started My Marriage, or Happy Marriage Story, is that what it's called? You know the one I'm talking about on Netflix that your brother watched? And literally, I legitimately think it's gonna move to my #1 favorite anime. Like, I'm not done with it yet, but I'm on episode, like, 8, I think. Oh my gosh, it is so good. If you like deep romance stories, y'all gotta check it out on Netflix. It's so good. Happy Marriage Story. It's so good. You did con last weekend too, just a 1-day, first of the year. It went great. That's awesome. Oh, it was only a 1-day con? That's so interesting. Did you just go for 1 day, or was it legit a 1-day like con? Right, Captain Krabs? I was so excited about this. We got a lot of great pictures too. Have you watched Free Run? No, what is it? Let me look it up. You love 1-day cons, really? Why? Like, what is your preference to 1-day cons? Oh, Free Run, this cute little elf girl. Oh my gosh. So cute. I must watch. I must watch. Alright, I'm adding it to my list. What is the, like, genre? Yeah, honestly, Captain Krabs, I feel that. It's a lot of work to be there all 3 days. You know, the cool thing about doing a con for 3 days, though, is you kind of become, like, great friends with all the people around you because you're all showing up every day. You don't have to commit to a weekend of time and stock. Exactly, right? Yeah, my brother watched it too. He instantly told me it's his new favorite romance. I know, I know. I'm in the same boat right now. It had good animation, characters, and the opening song was awesome. Yes, I haven't seen it for myself. You and my brother have given the anime a glowing review. Like I said, I haven't gotten to the end yet, but oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so, so good. And the character development is just fantastic. I literally have not a single complaint about it so far. And it's not one of those romance animes that's all just like lovey-dovey, like it's all cutesy all the time. It's like it's this very like serious but like good anime. It's amazing. I had enough romance stories thus far. No, thank you for the recommendation. See, romances are my fave. I have Katsucon this weekend. Yes! Captain Krabs, I hope it goes so well. Sending the good energy your way. My next two are Game On Expo in Arizona. I have no idea how that's gonna do. And then I'm doing one called Animation Expo in Utah. Yes, kawaii, right? Ah, the best. They are the best. They're so good. Another one I really like that I recommend to those who like romance animes is Wolf Girl and the Black Prince. That one's really good too. Underrated, I think. Ooh, it might be. I'm listening to like a playlist on YouTube. Sometimes I started a while ago, thanks to your friend, is Another World with my smartphone. It's an isekai anime where the protag is accidentally killed by God and sent to a world filled with magic and gets to keep his phone. Oh, I think I've heard of this one before, Zephyr. Not terrible, but not good either. The protag's a total Mary Sue character, wins every fight almost instantly, and while it's not a deal breaker, predictable harem anime, yeah. And like, there is a lot of tropes and like predictability sometimes in anime. It is nice to have the mix of like, it's not so predictable. No, Blue Spring Ride, let me look this one up too. I'll take all the anime recommendations. I'm literally flying through Happy Marriage Story right now. And I'm watching Sailor Moon as well, but I wanted to take a break and start something new. This looks so cute. Blue Spring Ride? Okay. Wait. Why does this anime look so familiar to me? Have I seen? I don't know why this anime looks so familiar to me. Like, I feel like I've seen it, but no way. Maybe she just looks like a character from another anime. Please don't watch Peach Girl. Oh my gosh. The anime is terrible, but it's a better manga. If you want a super positive, just fun isekai anime by the grace of the gods is excellent. Ooh. Okay, let me add this one too. Y'all giving me some great recommendations. Thank you. Yay! Although shoujo's Peach Girl and Hot Gimmick, but read the mangas, they are fantastic. Let me write these ones down too. Gonna be going on the Trello board. Yeah, I've been wanting to read some more manga as well. I want to read through all of Tokyo Ghoul as well. Yes. Anime recommendations. Definitely. Honey and Clover. Ooh. I like the name of that. Honey and Clover. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing, Kawaii. You have a giant shelf. It must be so beautiful to look at. Yeah, is Honey and Clover like based in being an art school environment, Rusty? Horimiya. I have not seen Horimiya yet, but I know. Wait, let me look it up. Maybe I have. Did I see it? No, I have not. I have not. Yes, I have to add this one to my list as well. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for all the lovely recommendations. I need to get a new bookshelf. Mine's like overflowing. A new bookshelf or another one, a second one. I'm gonna be moving pretty soon, so I'll probably get another bookshelf. It'll be pretty someday. My bestie's hubby built a manga shelf under our wall. That's so sick! That is so cool. I love that. Oh goodness. Love anime so much. One of my friends told me, he's like, yo, you gotta finish 2 more prints before you go to the next con. I'm like, dog, it's in literally a month. It takes me at least a month to finish a print. But, you know, now I'm inspired by Happy Marriage Story, and I'm considering making a print of those two, and then this Jinx one. Complete opposite vibes. I'm gonna have to fix the perspective on this already. Edit, transform. I don't want it to like stretch too much. Dude, I feel this in my soul. Oh gosh, for real. Hi Wither, welcome in, how are you? Yeah, I have so much stuff I'm working on, dude, it's just not even, I don't even know. It's fine though, it's all worth it. It is all worth it. I've been wanting to do some more portrait pieces. So maybe if I do Happy Marriage Story, I'll do like a portrait piece of them. My brother got the box set of Claymore manga, which I've not gotten around to reading it. I want to, is the main reason I held off watching the anime. Yeah, so you could read the manga first. Her facial structure like really fits Jinx, especially like her doing that smile. She's like a very sharp chin. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Wither. Glad you're at least getting some commissions done despite the chaos. Sending all the good energy your way. I want to see 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿. Yes, 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿 the Rock. 𝐒𝐻𝐿 I started 𝐒𝐿𝐿 a long time ago. I have to rewatch it. Yeah, 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿 the Rock I've heard really good things about. I've been wanting to check that one out. This is gonna be so difficult, but I have to like nail this. I like have the top, but there's like, I feel like there's no way I'm gonna fit like the lower body in here. I've never ever done like try to do foreshortening like this before. This is gonna be a challenge. I'm up for it though.
You've got this.
Dylan the Pickle, thank you for the YouTube sub. I see her merchant art of her everywhere. Yes. 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿, yeah. On the anime title, oh no, Rusty. MMO junkie without the hyphen. Oh, there you go. I wonder why. I guess, I don't know why it's blocking that. Cute rom-com. Ooh, that sounds adorable. Thank you, Atomic. Thank you. Atomic, I'm curious, what got you started into doing like conventions, selling your work? Like what made you like take the turn and be like, all right, I'm gonna start doing it? MMO junkie looks very cute. Loving the character design. Oh my gosh. Your surge box screaming at you? What's your surge box? Hello Xavier, how you doing? Welcome in. So great to see you. I see part of the issue right now. I gotta move this like up. It goes like up to her cheeks. Practically, like her shoulders. Then I'll bring some of this down. I wanted to do AA since I started going to cons in 2003. It's always been my dream to be an artist and be in the alley, but I've been so many conventions for years and finally hit a point where I felt like I'd kind of seen all there is to see from the goer's perspective. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because the more you go, you kind of, it's not as fresh as like the first time that you go, for sure. For sure. I started to feel like I'd have so much fun on the other side of the table, and so I applied at the local con shortly after meeting my husband, who really supported my art. Oh, that's awesome! Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. So like you kept going, and then you're like, oh, I think I can like be on the other side of the table, and then you made it happen. That's awesome! That is so cool. So like what year did you officially start like selling your work? Hi Robbie, good morning, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Yes, Mel, I got the reference photo from a cosplayer at my con that I went to, and we're going for it. It's a difficult perspective, but we're gonna make it happen. I regret not going to Brick City Anime Festival, but it wouldn't have worked out even if I got tickets early because I would have been too busy with college. Yeah, it's hard to make it all work, for sure. So it's super understandable. My surge box, the box of the battery inside, if the power goes out or surges anything, the box won't be instantly shut off. When the battery is dying, it's like now, and it gets surged, it's screaming away saying, "Replace my battery." Oh no. Oh no. Yes, there'll be so many cons and opportunities, Gator. Hi Fictro, how are you doing? Great to see you, welcome in. Yeah, but my partner really was wowed by my art, and I had never really had that, so I finally had the confidence. Aww! In their first year is 2019. That's sweet! So cool! That's so cool. I'm really, really proud of you for taking that dive and that leap, and your art is so cute and adorable. I love it. Love it, love it. Dude, getting this face shape to not look super, like, awkward, gonna be a challenge! I believe, though. You have 5K for the Kled impressions. Sai, when do you want to do it, now or later? How about on a Friday night, Fictro? How about on Friday night stream? Maybe the Night of Romance is here, Mel, but that one only means I safeguard the love and romance of other people. It does not mean I possess the knowledge of how romance works myself. Thank you. Thank you, Kawaii. Yay! Awesome! Yes! Do it! Do it. You had great advice. You have such great advice. When I stopped by your stream and was asking you all those questions, it helped so much. It like looks awkward, but I swear that's like how it's drawn. You should draw in like some more of the facial features first. Oh, it's 2 a.m. there? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you can redeem it now then. I have not been practicing my Kled voice. Oh, you'll give me some time to practice? Okay. I must practice. Maybe I should play Kled the next few games. League. Also, hold on, I need to check to make sure. Okay, we're good. I'm nervous, yeah. Oh, he's actually strong now, let's go. Hi, Anvari! Happy Valentine's Day, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I have a number of power supplies and my whole house starts beeping when the power goes out. It's hilarious, like a bunch of angry birds. I wish I had the time to work on art by the time I'm done with everything. I want to relax with comfy game. I don't have the mental energy. Yeah, you're not alone in that feeling. Like, especially with like, if a lot of your day is taken up by work or like just intensive stuff, it's really hard to find that energy. That's honestly, it's a big part of why I started streaming and working on art in the mornings, is because it's like, even though I have work, then I'm getting stuff done before work so I can utilize a ton of my energy into my art. You know what I mean? That's like literally a big reason why I tried that, because I was like, if I'm like really struggling to draw after because of the energy, then I'm just gonna use my energy at the start of the day. You know, you trick it. I love 𝐿. He's such an interesting character. I always respect the people that can play him well. I do art full time and some days I do so much admin work I didn't end up doing any art. Honestly, admin work is like half the battle, especially if you're doing something like cons or like selling stuff on Patreon. It's like a lot of just shenanigans that you end up doing. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna take some time working on that side of the face for sure. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, I believe. Let me look a little bit at... Okay, I do want to do... I think I'm gonna do a mix of like those eyebrows. Yeah, I shared a quick puppet how I'd seen the pose. Perhaps it can help. Ooh, cool. Thank you, Mel. I work night shift. Oh yeah, you're unwind before bed. How does working drawing night shift, or how does working night shift feel? That's the words I was looking for. I'm gonna do something different for my classes the next semester. This is sustainable. Yeah, and sometimes it takes that like doing the thing and then realizing, okay, this is not gonna work, and then like readjusting your schedule. And there's nothing wrong with that, like constantly adjusting and like figuring out how to go about it. Oh, nice, Mel. Yeah, that helps. Thank you. Let me pop this in here. Thank you. Good morning, Voodoo. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's basically basically 𝐿𝐿𝐲 playing him. You get back Scarl just at the right time and it feels like a menace, or you just die and feel boiling anger. It's one or the other. Doing pretty good. Not much planned today. Mainly working at the cafe until the late hours. I hope it goes super well. How has work at the cafe been? Yeah, drawing hair. Depending on the hair you're drawing. See what kind of hairstyle. Or are you working on drawing right now, or are you saying just in general, Captain Krebs? Yeah. Some days you can't stay focused. I know, it's difficult, and everybody's different. Like, there's lots of advice out there for, like, finding focus and stuff like that. But everybody's different, so a big part of it is figuring out, like, what works for you and works for your system. And you gotta try, like, different stuff. the best you can and kind of like work around that. Is there a time in the day where you feel like you're most focused, skaters? It's little perks like never have to deal with management, right? The pros and cons, right? There's always pros and cons to the different stuff. You got Matthew Mercer in Baldur's Gate 3 as a companion. Life is great. Nice, nice. I'm still like on the tail. Well, I'm about to go into the Underdark. Well, actually, we're dealing with the Githyanki stuff over the mountain pass, but and then we're gonna go into the Underdark after that. Hi, 𝐒𝐞𝐬. It was really, really good. Did you sell out? I wish. No. But I feel like I did pretty good for like my booth size and stuff. I definitely need more merch. I think more merch is like where I'm kind of at in my stage. But it still went super well. It was a lot of fun. It's been a few days. I'm trying coffee to help me focus on work. Yeah, try new things, see how it goes. Yeah, it's so interesting, like how the shoulders come all the way up here from this perspective. It goes like all the way up to the ears.
You've got this.
𝐿Ked. I almost said �Cloud because we were talking about Kled. Thank you for the YouTube sub. I appreciate the support. I'm just kind of putting rough braids in right now. I can get a little bit more like specific with it. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure this is like kind of laying correctly. Yeah, like 10 to 11:30ish. So the question is, would that be a good time for you to work on like some of those projects? Because that's what I try to do, is like pinpoint first where is like my most energy in the day. For me, it's in the morning. Even if I'm tired, it's my best like focus, amount of focus. So you gotta find that for you, because again, everyone's different. Shifts have been few and far between. Last week was good though. I was able to get good amount of shifts, but mostly it's just 2 shifts a week. Also did just get done with the moving. I think I'm gonna try to get a new job. I hope it goes super well. How did the move go? Oh, you can make scribble shapes to get your perspective? Ooh, I've never heard of that before. Yes, there is atomic in the tutorial. I think it's called tutorials and reference. Let me see what the name of it is. Doing good, Rune. How about yourself? In the, yes, hashtag tutorials and references. Boom, boom. Well, people have been dropping some great references in here. Definitely exhausting. It went moving 20 plus years of stuff out of a house took a while. It does, dude. Moving takes so much work. Yes, no problem. Thank you so much, Atomic. Doing alright? That's good to hear. Dude, it's so much work, right? Move that down. Move this down. Okay. Imagine me actually being organized and finding it right away. You could probably pack all your stuff in one SUV except for like furniture. Yeah, furniture takes up the most space. So it's like if you can collapse it down somehow, that's really helpful. I want to make sure the eye is like looking at us. I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna see if I can lasso, or yeah, let's see. Lasso tool this, Command C, Command V, edit, flip. And then we'll wanna pull that in, whoops, pull that in a bit. The perspective. And then I'm gonna have to go make some adjustments as well. Oops, let's merge it down one. There we go. Probably make her eyes a little bit bigger too. Wonder how much it's gonna change in the next few years. The world has completely shifted from what it was 10 years ago and it's still going. I know, especially depending on like technological advances. I think technology is like a huge part of what shifts like the culture. I think about that all the time. Like we'll probably see some wild stuff in our lifetime. I literally can't even imagine. I'm currently making a short. I won't be able to shorten it into 60 seconds. Insta lets me do 90 seconds reel, but the question is for YouTube, do you think I should separate them into 2 shorts? Speed it up to 150%, upload it as 1. I would separate it. If the more curated you can make that short to the platform, the better. For sure. So I would just split it into 2 different ones. I know that's the struggle. It's like you either make everything 60 seconds. We deal with this at HTC Vive a lot on our content marketing team. It's like you either make everything 60 seconds if you're going to post it on YouTube as well, because YouTube's like the only platform that has that rule right now, because TikTok has expanded their time, Instagram has expanded their time, so it's like, or you make things custom to like that platform. VR is awesome. Time will tell. The privacy implications. Why am I reading it so weird of it? Currently, most headsets don't have the extra overhead to waste on sending that for ads, but who knows how long that will last, right? Well, I think there'll be certain companies too that really push the privacy, and others that will not. So it's like, will be interesting. Yeah, it does have major privacy implications for sure. But there's a lot of VR companies I know too that have like done things to make sure that privacy is maintained. I'd say people are pretty aware of that in the VR industry. I forget it's Valentine's Day. Yes, happy Valentine's Day. I wish they bumped to 90. Me too, on YouTube. My struggles. Thanks, Atomic. It's just great. It's just fantastic. Use the text for every platform overlaid on your text. It's to boost it in the algorithm. Yeah, subtitles are pretty important for shorts specifically. Oh my gosh, I love this Animal Crossing song. It's one of my faves. I haven't heard it in forever. Then it's not the best, because if people find the second one, then it won't have context. The first video just suddenly cut in half. Yeah, well, I would recommend, and this is where it gets to the debate, is do you re-record? Or what can you like cut out? Sometimes you have to get really critical about what is extra fluff and what do I actually need for this to make sense. What is the shortest version of this making sense? I know, like I literally hear you so much, Victro, on that. Wow! And then it comes down to do I post it or just not post it at all?
Morning, Sire.
Buzz, thank you for the resub at tier 1 for 16 months. Can we get some hype in the chat? Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. How are you doing, Bess? Welcome in, welcome in. Boom. This will bring us to 1 of 10 for a sticker giveaway. Thank you. How are you doing? Yeah, it's hard to say, Fictro. Yeah, 60 seconds no matter what. Trust me, I say that only works with a bit longer. then it's like, then I don't know if posting it on YouTube Shorts is worth. Maybe you just post it on, this is what I'd say, post it on your other platforms like Instagram Reels and TikTok, see how it does, and if it does phenomenal, then definitely make a version of it that works for YouTube. You get what I'm saying? If it's really successful on one of those platforms, the odds are it's gonna do well. This is what I found, at least with my own findings. If it does good on TikTok, it probably is gonna do good on Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. If it does good just on YouTube Shorts, it's probably gonna do good just on YouTube Shorts. If it does good on Instagram Reels, it's probably gonna do good on YouTube and TikTok. I don't find a good crossover from YouTube to other YouTube Shorts success to other platforms, but TikTok seems universal. Instagram, hit or miss, but most of the time seems universal from my experience. I just finished the masking on the beast of a model, so stoked right now. Oh, cool! Awesome! Congrats! The con was really good. Thank you for asking. And I literally have 2 more next. Whoops! I literally have 2 more. I control Z'd on OBS, and it just made the number super big. Oh my gosh! Why is it doing this? Hold on. And I have 2 more cons next month, so it's gonna be a really busy and just like wild March. Here we go. Yeah, TikTok is different, a different beast. You don't want to, oh, I see what you're saying. You don't want to skip an upload day. Yeah, then just throw it up there, see what happens. Then go for it. That right now, we're just gonna Will you be going to Off-Kai? I will not. I need to, like, I've been looking at the AnimeCon site and, like, seeing what to apply for, but I'm not really gonna do too many out of state until I make more with my booth, because it wouldn't really be worth it for me. You have to be making a pretty good amount to justify traveling outside of state, I feel like, because it's just very expensive for hotel, flight, table. It's, like, a lot. So I'm not going to be doing I am doing 1 traveling out of state at Game On Expo in Arizona because my friend's out there and I've been wanting to visit her for a long time, one of my best friends in high school. So that one was kind of an exception. But I hope to be able to do more like out of state maybe next year, depending on how stuff goes for me this year. Maybe the year after that, I don't know. So, but I'll have to write down Off-Kai to look at. Where is Off-Kai located in? Hi DB, good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. Rebecca, welcome in. Happy Valentine's Day. How are you? Hello, hello. How's it going? It went really good. It was a lot of fun. It was super exciting. I met so many cool people. And it was overall just a really great experience. In Rebecca, I was saying I got accepted into another con I wasn't expecting to get accepted into. Literally while I was at the con, I got the email. So I have 2 cons weekend back to back next month, which is honestly going to be exhausting, but hopefully it will go good. Yeah. Oh, it's in San Fran? I love San Fran. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm more about going to some of the smaller cons right now anyways. PMX or ALA or WonderCon, yeah. Excuse me. It's like artist alleys get like sold out like instantly. I feel like it's so difficult. You have to like literally keep a sharp eye on it. No problem. Thank you for the lurk, DB. No problem, Wayne. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, her eyes are pretty big. I'm gonna take this. I don't want to make it look like unproportionally big though. See, that doesn't look right to me. Okay. Hi, Talon. Safe travels on your way to school. Got word that they aren't sure if my work contract will be extended, so unfortunately I'll be doing resume prep stuff, but otherwise I'm good. Sorry to hear about the work contract stuff. Yeah. And hopefully all the resume prep goes good and you can find something that works really wonderfully for you. Sending that good energy your way. Hi, Sonny. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hello, hello. It's a mixed bag, to be honest. If there's a gap of traditional employment, I might try to make content full-time again, but there's no promise I'll be able to make anything from that. Yeah, for sure. I think, well, in the gap of looking for your new job, like, literally buckle down. Buckle down more on your content and, like, start seeing how it goes, you know what I mean? Because you'll have at least some of that extra time, so then you can, like, it'll be a good time for you to, like, test some of those waters a bit too. Opened eye, looked left to computer. Oh, says like, ah. Well, welcome. It's been good so far this morning. How about you? Oh, Lion, too nice. Too kind. Let me straighten this. I like fill the page up again here. I think I need to move. Whoops. Whoopsie. I'm gonna move this like more up. I think the whole piece needs to move up more. And I still think the whole lower body needs to be not like that. I need the perspective to be maybe just bowed in a bit more there. I'm, however, very appreciative my boss was honest about it. Yeah, you gotta be in those situations, like, so you can start finding other work. So I'm very glad to hear that too. I was sick with the flu for a couple of days in the hospital. Waited a couple more days to recover. Last night I was just working on some videos to batch make. I'm sorry to hear that, Talon. Sending the healing energy your way. I hope that the videos go well. My Valentine's gone really good. I mean, I've mostly been asleep for it technically since I came here as soon as I wake up. Well, that's good in and of itself. But for the first 3 hours of midnight, it was absolutely amazing since I got to collab with one of my favorite people. Oh yeah, how did the collab go? Sonny, you tell me about it. Aw, that's so good to hear. Yes, I have this like YouTube playlist going. Yes, I will be sending this to the cosplayer when it's done. Yep, they gave me their info. Absolutely. Wow, that like perspective is just insane. The amount of like foreshortening is just so crazy to me. fitting that shoe in. This needs to be center, I think, too. This needs to be center. The collab went amazing. We avoided most scuff somehow. Nice. That's always a win. We avoided most scuff. Well, I just lost my spot. Somehow we both had a lot of fun. I accidentally killed her at one point. We agreed we absolutely want to do more in the future. It was great. Yay! I'm glad you all had so much fun. That's good to hear. Successful collabs are awesome. Always feels really great. That was your first collab, right, Sonny? Hello, Camellia. How are you doing? Welcome in. Sonny, big hype for you. It's so good to hear. Aww. Yeah, I still need to work on that arm over there. Alright, Gems, we do have to call it here. I am hoping to stream tomorrow morning and then Friday night as well is the goal. So I'll keep y'all updated. I didn't release a stream schedule this week just because of the hecticness of last week. But the plan is to stream tomorrow morning. So hopefully I can see y'all in the morning as well tomorrow. We're going to send the support over to Only Per here on Twitch. Her VTuber looks adorable and she's working on some great art. So we're gonna send the support over to her. Happy Valentine's Day again to all you Gems. Remember, Valentine's Day is not just about being in a relationship or having a significant other. It's about sharing the love with all the people you care about in your life, your friends, your family, your siblings, anything like that, your pets. So make sure you let someone know today that you care about them and that they mean the world to you. I am sending all the love to you, Gems. You guys mean so much to me. Y'all have brought so much happiness and warmth and coziness to my life and inspiration and motivation. So thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. That's awesome, Sonny. That's how it should be. That's right. No problem. All right, let's raid Only Per. Thank you guys again so much for the support. And we got some good progress on this piece. Pretty excited about where it's gonna go. And let's send the raid on over. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Have a lovely Valentine's Day. Goodbye.